Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. Do I have an interesting video for you guys today? Check this out. Now, I'm going to be honest in the beginning of this video and let you guys know I am no chef, nor do I play one on television, but I know what tastes good. And I also, to some degree, understand exactly the items that we're going to need in order to make our own little, recipes at home and things like that. A sharp quality knife is a must-have. Now, I did order this product myself on Amazon. This is from a company called Hunter Dual. This is an 8-piece knife set. Primarily, the reason why I ordered this knife set, guys, is because the knives that I have, that I've had for years, or the serrated blade styles, everybody's seen those. The only disadvantage to those is that you cannot easily sharpen those knives. So I wanted something that wasn't going to break the bank, that was also going to allow me to sharpen them whenever I needed to, and also give me an easy way to keep everything in one place. So this does come with this little container, and you guys can see here it has a unique style to it. The blades can just go in pretty much anywhere inside of the container. It even has a little slot for the scissors. So if you're looking for, again, a set of knives that's not going to break the bank, this could be exactly what you're looking for. So let's take a look at each one of the blades, and I'll show you guys what they're used for and what actually comes in this bundle. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. All right, guys. So here are all of the knives that come in the kit. So as you guys can see here, we get a chef's blade, which is a beautiful knife within itself. It has a little bit of branding on the side. You do have these nice little grippable handles. The handles feel really nice. The blade, it has this really nice coating on the steel. These are stainless steel blades, and this coating is going to protect it from rust. You can hand soap wash these. You can wash these in a dishwasher, whatever you prefer. I like to hand wash my knives. So this one here is going to be your slicing knife. You have your Santoku blade. This is going to be great for, for vegetables, chopping, things like that. I'll demonstrate a few of these. We have our bread knife as well. Again, beautiful design, serrated. And that was the problem I was talking about with some of my previous blades. All of them had this serration on them, so they could not be sharpened. Now, this one is going to be a kind of a utility knife. It pretty much does everything. Very similar to your paring knife. It's just a little bit longer. So you also receive a pair of scissors. These are going to be great for opening things, chopping things, cutting things. These blades are pretty sharp. Yeah, pretty sharp. So for most utilities that you're going to need them for, you have like what's the equivalent of a can opener on here. You have this wrenched area here for gripping onto things, breaking things. It could open nuts. You could, open small containers. So a lot of flexibility with these scissors as well that comes in the kit. Let's take a look at one of my favorite knives to use, and I'll show you guys how I would use it. So the two knives that I would use most likely is going to either be my chef's blade or this Japanese style blade here. For working with like vegetables and things like that. So those are the two that we're going to focus on, and I'll show you guys how I use them, and we'll just kind of go forward from there. All right, guys. So the chef blade is one of the blades that I would use probably most frequently. So let's start off with something like, one of these onions. So on this guy, this is the first cut ever with this knife. Okay, cut that. There we go. So we have our two ends off of our onion. And then usually at this point, I would peel the onion. Now at this point, because we have our flat surface, I can just go here, slice this guy in half. So we're going to use both blades so I can give you guys kind of an idea of how I would use it. All right, so first things first, I would normally slice into the onion because we're going to dice this. So I would take the blade, and this is one of the things that I'm really concerned about is, the sharpness of the blade. I want to be able to really, guys, just kind of cut in there. Like so. I don't know how well you guys can see that on this video, but I just want to be able to cut in there like so, make my little indentations there. And then I want to be able to come in here with the tip and just kind of come down like this. Now, of course, I would normally be holding this with my hands. So you guys, you know, if I was doing this in real life. So the next thing I would do, actually, let me reposition the camera a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better. What we're looking for is to see how well this is going to work. And I'm telling you guys, it is just flowing right through this onion. No problem whatsoever. Look at how nice the shape of these onions are. And like I said, you know, your chef knife can do all of these jobs pretty much easily. But the other knife that I mentioned before is one of my favorite knives to work with, or style knives. It's going to be this one here. So let's go ahead and remove these onions and let me show you guys again how I would go about that. Basically the same thing. You know, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our first horizontal slices. So we're just going to place the blade about here and we're going to cut in like so, maybe about 3. And then we're going to go back. You want these to be as close as you can get them. Sharp blade is going to make that possible. And then at this point, we're just going to go in there like so. There we go. Look at those onions, guys. Look at that. So this is what I'm talking about. The ability to quickly chop up, or, you know, preparing for a meal, whatever the case it is. You know, you don't have to be a master chef to have some basic skills. And that's what we're all trying to achieve, guys, when we're slicing up our vegetables. We just want everything to be proportional. We want them to taste great. We want everybody to be happy with the meal. So if we compare these two onions, there's a slight difference in them, but I'm telling you guys, both of these blades, as I expect all the others to be able to do, you know, similar jobs, these guys are a win. So for budget blades, I would say these are definitely a success. All right, guys, it's been Rome with Rome Knows Tech. Just wanted to do a quick video showing you guys one of my cool little accessories for the home office. So definitely check these out. And I will see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.